Welcome!
Woo! Welcome!
Way of Life Boot Camp. We're so thrilled to have you.
Amped.
Wow.
Man.
You're on your trial period. Here you are. It's a whole new world right here that you're stepping into, and we're so excited and thrilled to have you here. The transformation is just going to be off the chain. So.
Yeah. Fired up to see what's going to happen with you. So fired up that you're here. We're just really encouraged as coaches here at the Way of Life Boot Camp to be able to have you here and to be able to show you the tools that you need to take to be able to change not only your body, but your mind and your soul. So here we go.
Yes.
Coach Forrest, let's tell them about the attitude.
Oh, see? And you never know when the phone's going to ring. So be ready for anything. Attitude is everything. So important. Right now you're coming in, you're trying out something new. Okay? You're trying out the Way of Life Boot Camp, seeing if it works for you and in your life. But we're also trying you out at the same time. So we want to make sure that it's a good fit going both ways. You know, what we've seen in the past, and not that we're picky, but in a sense we are picky, because we are creating an environment for success here with everybody. And as soon as you walk in the door, don't get me wrong, you're family, all right? As soon as you walk in that door. But at the same time, there are givers and there are takers, right? You may have experienced this in your own life. And we really are looking for givers to come here to the Way of Life Boot Camp. And a taker would be, for example, somebody that comes in and their energy's always down, they're pulling down the group, they're always complaining and negative, right? We know that's not you. But we just put that out there because we want you to know that we're weeding out the takers just so the givers can be here. So these are people that come in with good energy, that come in with an open mind, ready to learn, ready to work out, ready to just do their best. And be a part of a process, part of a community, part of an amazing community, and part of the Way of Life family. So, and we know that's you. You're a giver at heart. That's why you're here. So we're so excited to have you. Just remember, it all comes down to attitude. If you have the right attitude, we can take you as far as you want to go. But attitude is everything. It starts there. Coach Anthony.
Yeah, you know what? In just showing up here at the Way of Life Boot Camp, results are going to happen.
Yeah.
Right, we have the results here. We have the basically so many testimonials. You know, well over 1,000 transformations that have happened. You know, inside the Way of Life Boot Camp, and it's just been an amazing 10,000 pounds released, and that's what we've been able to dock over time. Obviously, there's more pounds than that. You know, the last 2 years, as far as the Oceanside, you know, weight loss service, we were number one here inside of Oceanside. Woo! That's, you know, in North County area. And so we know what to do. We've seen your story before. And as far as the tools that we're going to be able to bring and to have you take responsibility of and be able to practice, now your mindset's going to change about training. Your mindset's going to change about working out. Your mindset's going to change because someone told you at some age, whatever it was, a physical education teacher, whether it was your mom, your dad, whomever, they told you that you can't maybe take the weight off because you've made a story up in your mind because of what they've said in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, right? We're able to bring that to the surface and show that regardless of who you are, we will get you not only to lose, but release. Right? The change of word, release the weight. Because when you release something, you're able to let it go, right? And never have it come back again. Because the tools we teach you to take responsibility for where you're at right now. You've got to take responsibility for where you're at right now. But now, we're going to give you the tools so you can give the effort that's needed to lose 170 pounds, 150 pounds, 100 pounds, maybe even 5 pounds, right? Whatever's best for you.
That's the hardest sometimes to lose, right, Coach? That last 5 pounds.
Yes.
And you've gone through ups and downs, and maybe you've been in great shape before, and now you're trying to get back in shape. Whatever the case may be, you're here now, okay? And it's time to have that open mind. So we're so glad to have you. And just remember what Coach Anthony said. Results happen. Just show up. That's a huge part of the mindset here is just show up. If you show up, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. This here, nutrition and mindset orientation. About once a week or every other week, we have a nutrition and mindset orientation. This is where, you know, you're getting the workouts, but you've got to get the nutrition going on because that's 80% of the weight loss, right? So make sure you attend that. And then the mindset. We are very, you know, Coach Anthony said it, one of the things that sets us apart is what's on this shirt right here. Transform 10 million lives, body, mind, and spirit. And that's our mission here, and you're part of that now. So we want you to make it to the mindset orientation and get the tools to understand the habits, the thought patterns, and the things that were maybe holding you back because we all have those things that are holding us back, right?
Too.
And you know, Coach Anthony and I, we have coaches, and we've spent tens of thousands of dollars on coaches for ourselves.
Yeah.
And we're just going to be giving you so much information and value and things that are going to improve your life through this one orientation. So definitely make it to that.
Mm-hmm. And you know, desire plus commitment plus consistency equals success. And you know, if we go back to desire, you have the desire because you're sitting here, you've already got through your trial, right? Or you're inside of the trial, you're looking at this video, you have the desire, right? But now it's about taking that next step. Where's your mindset at? What are you about? What are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to make a life change? Then you need to commit, okay? And so I'm not, you know, trying to pull your tail or sugarcoat anything, but really as a coaching moment right here, it's about commitment. Commitment to a program, commitment to a process. What happens, right? You're getting your energy back, right? You're getting your strength back. But what happens if you end up gaining a pound? Are you able to be coached and be able to hear the fact that you're gaining muscle, right? Because now your measurements have changed, right? Your inches have come off, right? Because it's about you. It's not about the next person that lost 10 or 15 or 20 pounds, right? Because there's going to be, we have so many people and so many different people that are in here that are amazing, that are losing weight at different ways or releasing weight in different ways, right? And so we have to understand that the commitment is critical. We're committed to you. And just like Coach Forrest just said, tens of thousands of dollars have been put into coaches for ourselves. We've got fitness coaches for us. We've got, you know, business coaches. We've got all different types of coaches because
mindset coaches, everything.
Michael Jordan to the president have coaches, right?
That's right.
Consistency. You got to stay consistent. Trust the process and stay consistent. And that's going to equal success regardless of what's going on in your life, because life happens, right?
Yes.
Right? Life, we could tell you our story. We won't go into it, but life happens. But how do you stay consistent? We're speaking to your subconscious where your habits flow, right? Because it's a mind, body, soul process. So this is what needs to happen for you to win.
Yeah.
Shiny object syndrome. Coach Forrest, what's that mean?
Yes, the SOS. What is SOS? SOS, most people understand it as I need help, right? SOS, there's an emergency, I need help. We talk about shiny object syndrome. That must mean you need help too, because every time you see a shiny object, and I'm not saying that it's you, I'm saying everybody does this, okay? But we see a shiny object and we go running toward that shiny object. We go running toward the next thing and the next thing, the next diet book, the next workout program, And where does it end, right? When are we going to finally commit? You know, and I can think of a few times, Coach Anthony, when I've looked back in my life and when I did make that commitment, it just freed me up. It freed me up to get inside of a process where I was able to establish relationships with my coaches, be part of the culture. And, you know, if I had been moving from one thing to the next, it would have never have taken hold. So, you know, if you're jumping from one thing to the next all the time and you're feeling like you're not making any traction moving forward, now's the time to find something that you just commit to. So if you feel good here, the energy is right, you like the coaches and everything is on point, why would you just want to jump around? So you see what I'm saying? Is making a commitment frees you up and it gets you results.
Yes. So powerful, Coach Forrest. We could have ended right there with that, but we have a story because there's so many stories that are in here of just amazing boot campers, amazing clients that we have, and we're just really blessed and honored to be able to train them to get. But you know, the fact of the matter is that in Maria Carrasco's story, she committed. She had the desire, but I'll tell you what, when she came in here, she was, you know, inside of the same trial as you were. And she actually sat down at one of the orientations that you'll be sitting in. And I'll tell you about being her stature of her body. You know, her body language was definitely not like this. Yeah. There was no confidence, right, Coach Forrest?
Just all
very recluse, hair over her eyes,
glasses,
did not want to even look up. And I remember there was probably about a group of 20 at that time when we were speaking. And I remember distinctly looking at her and even thinking, you know, because sometimes I think to myself and I'm sorry, I'll have some sort of judgment and I'll cancel that though, you know, because I don't want to be a person that judges. But I'm not going to lie to you. That comes in my mind sometimes, a skeptic in my mind. And I looked over and I said, I don't think she's going to continue because of the recluseness and because of the books that I've read on body language. Well, it turns out that now she's 40 pounds down. She walks like this. She's in our adventure race program. She's done our 21-day detox. She's committed to the 14-day fat furnace. She's committed to the Saturday boot camp. She has committed all around and has made changes in her life. And this is what's so big is because it's not about a fitness thing. We're going to go right back to the mind, body, and soul that me and Coach Forrest, when we thought about the Way of Life boot camp, Coach Forrest thought about this process. It was about a mind change, a heart change. And that's been running through, and it's ran through with Maria Carrasco and so many other stories. And what happens, not only is she can do 100 burpees, not only does she do the adventure races, not only has she lost the 40 pounds, but every area of her life, at her work, she's moving up the ladder, she's being promoted. In her mindset with relationships, for people that were toxic, she's been able to move them out of her life kindly, not walking away and saying, I'm better than you, just making better choices for myself right now, right? Because it's not about changing everything. Things are going to change. You're going to just, all of a sudden, it's almost effortlessly because you've showed up, you've committed to a process, right? And now it just filters in every part of your life, every part of your life. And so we're really hoping that for you too as well, and we're just excited that you're watching this video.
Yeah, I hope our passion has come through here to you through this video, right into where you're sitting right now, because believe me, we are passionate. We want you to make these changes. We want you to change your body, change your mind, change your life. It will happen. Just show up. We can't wait. Let's do it.
Way of Life. We're excited.
Boom!